What's going on, everybody? So I'm going to be, because I don't have a cameraman or anything like that, I'm going to be doing a install on the new Flowtech Hotend Upgrade for the Ender 3 V3 here, KE, on this guy right here. Now, the directions in this kit are very, very good. So it comes with a full set of directions, as you can see, and it walks you literally through the whole process of installing this hotend. Now, the tools that you're going to need for this: 1.5 millimeter Allen wrench, a 2.0 millimeter Allen wrench, and a 7 millimeter wrench. Okay, so what we're going to do here, and actually, do I have a 7 millimeter wrench? Let's see. So in the box, you get your brand new heater and a brand new hotend. Okay, and this is your heating core. You get 2 small titanium screws, and you get a heatsink adapter. I think, what do they call this? They call this copper thermal adapter. Okay, so that's what you get in the box. So I'm going to set that here. Now, first step you need to, what I did do, powered off the machine, and I unplugged the electrical cord. As you can see, well, you could, but the electrical cord is unplugged right down there. So what we're going to do is first start, as it says right here, remove the 3 screws securing the fan shroud and pull the fan shroud off of the print head. So we're going to start right over here. We're going to pull, if I can get this kind of crammed in here, but we're going to start pulling these screws off. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me wonder if one of these is 7 millimeters. Let's see. Let go. Let go. Okay, I'm going to use some magnets here to hold the screws. Set that right here. Okay, we got one more screw over here. Pop this off. There we go. And then this fan shroud should come right off. Okay, there we go. So we have, let's see, the 2 connectors right here for the, I think it says, let's see, disconnect the 2-part cooling fan cables from the breakout board. So, let me see. I had everything set up, didn't I? Let's see. Now we're going to have to remember, okay, so now if you're first doing these are going to have some adhesive on them, some little hot glue like that, just a little piece of hot glue. You're going to have to pop those off, and I can just use a little, actually, I'm going to put my headlamp on just to get a little extra light here. There we go. And I'm going to grab that little glue blob and try to pull it off. Come on. Well, that other one popped right off. Trying not to. You got to be careful. Some of these wires are small. There we go. All right. Got that second little glue bob off. Then we're going to pop these little. Now you can remember this fan goes to the bottom one. The other fan on the other side goes to the other one. So we're going to pop these out right here. There's that one. And then I might need to use my little things here to grab this connector. Well, some slack on that right there. And I'll pull that one off. Okay, so that might be a booger to feed back through, but there we go. Fan shroud is removed. So next piece is it says to remove the 2 screws holding the CR Touch probe. So we're going to go around here on the back. And let's see. Yep, it's the 1.5 millimeter to remove these. We'll pop this off. There we go. Set that back here. And, pop this one off. All right. And then I believe it says to, does it say to unscrew or to unattach? Remove the 2 screws holding the CR Touch. Can remain attached to the cable. It will only need to be moved aside to gain access to the set screw. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, it does say you can leave the CR Touch on. Loosen the set screw located on the back side of the cooling block. It's the 2 millimeter wrench. So we're going to grab our 2 millimeter here, come back around, and we're going to move this to the side here. And you can't really, you're not going to be able to see it from this angle, but right in the cooling block, right here, there's a set screw right inside there. Let's see. Well, that is not 2 millimeters. Yeah, that's not, okay, so I did find a an issue in the directions. It says 2 millimeter Allen wrench, but it's not. The 1.75, or actually, I'm sorry, I might have had these confused. Let's see, this might be the 2 millimeter, and this one might be the larger one. So go right there, and I'm going to just loosen off the set screw. You don't have to take it all the way out. You just back it off because you just got to loosen the set screw for the thermal brake. Okay. So next, it says to remove the sock, but I've already had the sock off because it tore. And then it's remove the heater core, remove the 2 screws that secure the heater core to the cooling block, the 1.5 millimeter. So let's see. I think that's this right here. Okay, so yeah, I did have the 2 wrong ones. Let's see. There we go. So this is 2 millimeter. I had the wrong one. That's my fault. So we're going to remove the 2 screws that hold that, and it should come out. There it is. You go over there, and it even shows you like where to remove on the directions. You know, these 2, it's got 2 highlighted circles around where you need to remove. The directions really are fantastic from Micro Swiss on this. You do not have to be proficient in working on 3D printers or anything like that. Let's see. Well, why is that one not coming out? What do we got there? I wonder if that one is stripped. That's way too big. Let's see. That fits barely. Let's see. It seems like I'm in there, but it is not turning. I think that one was stripped. So let me see what we can do here. Let me see. That's too big. Yep, that's not going to go. Let's see. Aha. Okay, so I happen to have a torque bit that will fit it, that actually I can feel grab. I think that other one was stripped, so there we go. Now it's coming out. All right, let's see. Yeah, that is weird. It looks, yeah, see, I put the 1.5 in there and it just spins. So I think that one was stripped out. So anyway, remove the 2 screws that secure the heater, disconnect the heater and the thermistor connection from the breakout board. So you're going to pull this out. There you go. And you have 2 connections right here. You have one for the heater core and one for the thermistor. And they're going to have those little blobs of glue on them as well. Yeah, there it is right there. Let me see if I can get that off. There we go. There's one blob out. And I can see the other blob here. Let go, let go, let go. Okay, I think it's disconnected. So we're going to pull this off. Come on. You have to be careful with these tiny little connectors. There we go. All right, the heater core is out. And then, let me see. That is glued to the housing of the wire. So I'm going to cut that off there. There we go. Got the other little blob off. So now, and this connector is facing the opposite direction. So there we go. All right. So there is your factory heater core. Little remnants. I'm sorry about that. There's your factory heater core. Okay. And your factory nozzle. Now we reverse the process and we put in our handy dandy new one. But there's some things that are involved. So what you're going to do is you're going to install the copper thermal adapter up in to this heating block right here, or the heat break. So I'm going to find that, which is right here in your package. Come on out. There we go. And seems to go, let's see, insert the copper thermal block into while continuing to push. The thermal adapter, tighten the set screw located at the back. Okay, so we're going to come around to the back here. All right, so I'm guessing, let's see, there is a, I don't know if y'all can see this, but I'm going to try to show y'all. It doesn't specify, it does look like Okay. So I don't know if you can see this, but you see how that is wider on this, and it is, come on, it is smaller on this. So by the pictures, see, it says right here in the fine print, ensure the larger hole is at the bottom. So that, see how they cover everything? I just had that question, but I didn't read. So the larger goes to the bottom. So come around here, and we're going to insert that up in, and we're going to be, it says to, while continuing to push the copper thermal adapter up, tighten the set screw. So I'm going to come in here, and we're going to tighten that if I have the right, come here, if I have the right Allen wrench. So we're going to push up on it, and then we're going to just tighten the set screw. There you go. You don't have to torque on it. You just give it, just tighten it down, hand tight. It doesn't have to be torqued on or anything like that. Okay. So now it says we can reinstall the CR touch probe to the carriage. And that is with the 2mm Allen wrench once again. So we're going to come back around here. Take these two little screws that I did not lose, and we're going to reattach the CR touch here. There we go. These are magnetic tips on this. This is just a little inexpensive set of 4 that I got off of Amazon, as you can tell. So tighten that down. There we go. All right, CR touch is back in. And then we're going to go to the next. So now it says, while holding the heater core with 2 titanium mounting screws on each side, push the screws into the cooling block. Tighten with the 1.5. So you have the 2 little titanium screws that come, and pop these out. This is very similar to the one that they have available for the K1 and the K1 Max. These screws are significantly shorter than the ones for that. Let's see. I wonder what's a better fit. Yep, that's a better fit. So we're going to do that. And then, okay. Yep. So we take our heater core. And you have the 2 slots there that hold the, now the wires for this attach the heater and thermistor connectors. So you're going to see by the picture, okay, your wires are going to come forward, okay. Now that's different on the K1 and the K1 Max. They go backwards. So I'm going to hold this. This is a little tricky, but there's these 2 little, so I'm going to try to hold these and get this up in there. Okay. Let me set. That ain't going to stay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start one right here. I'm going to start that one, and then I'm going to come in with this, and I'm going to hang it on that. Well, I'm going to try to hang it on there. Get my other screw here. such tiny, tiny things here. I could make a joke and say I'm used to that, but yeah, this is family-friendly content. So now we're going to tighten that. Why are you? All right. Back this off. It's wanting to cross thread there. It wanted to cross thread there when I first tried to put it up there. Now that's as tight, and that is tight. And there'll be still a little bit of play to this because the nozzles themselves actually tighten the heater block, okay? And I think it even says that. Let's see, mounting screws on each side, push the screws into the cooling block, tighten the 2 screws until snug, attach the heater on the breakout board, and then it's tighten the nozzle until snug. So I have a handy dandy little, this is a torque wrench for 3D printing nozzles, and this is actually a 1.5 Newton meter, okay? And it's by Sliced Engineering, and it's very handy. You don't have, there is a recommended torque spec. I think they say 15 inch-pounds, which is 1.7 Newton meters, and this is 1.5. But I have been using this to tighten my K1 Max nozzles every time I change them, and I've never had an issue. So 1.5 in my case is close enough. So we're going to first, let's see, we're going to go ahead and put a 0.4 nozzle back in there. And I got some, Micro Swiss sent me out some of their nozzles, as you can see. So we're going to put that up in there. And the nozzle itself actually tightens down the, okay, so we need to reconnect, let's see, we need to reconnect these two. So probably be easier to do the thermistor, well, let's see, probably would be easier to do, which would be easier first? Let's see. Which wire would be easier first? So the two connectors too, they're different sizes. So you can't get them confused. This is the heater, this is the thermistor. And it even says on the breakout board, so let's do the little thermistor first, which I think it is, let's see, yep, it's this way. That is a tight area back up in there. Let me try doing it like this. Let's see. There we go. And that is connected. And then we're going to do the heater. Yep. There we go. Okay. There we go. And there we go. All right. So our wires are reconnected. We got our heater wires and our thermistor reconnected. And then now we're just going to insert this nozzle up. We're going to tighten it down here until this clicks. There you go. And see now that is all tight. There we go. And then we're going to install the silicone sock. Actually, let me clean up my space here. What did I do with the other? Did y'all see where I set that other heater core at? Oh, set it over here. I'm going to put the old heater core in the box. I'm going to put the screws that hold it in there. And we're going to keep that as a backup. So let's get the silicone sock out here. And it's going to go forward this time because it's got to go around the wires and stuff. And there we go. And then we simply reattach the fans. So we're going to feed this back through here. Maybe. Come on. Come on. There you are. No, come here. Okay. There we go. So now we pop that back in. And we pop this one back in. There we go. And then we reinstall the fan shroud back on here. Tuck all your wires in, make sure that everything is tucked in. What am I hitting on here? There we go. Okay. What is that not sliding right back on? Okay, that side is good. And a little bit, let me see. My wires. Tuck that in. Tuck these in. Make sure everything is tidy here. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, reinstall the fan screws here. If I can find the right, there we go. One screw there. And one screw there. And then one screw over here. Now, once you finish this, you're going to want to turn everything on. You're going to want to verify that you have readings from the hot end and all that through the thermistor. And then since you did move the BL Touch, you're going to want to go ahead and just do a recalibration, okay? And get this all put up right quick. Sorry for that. And we're going to get her plugged back in and turned on, and we're going to see if sparks start shooting or fire breaks out, and y'all get to laugh at me and everything for being a dip. So, all right. Put all that back. Let's get our power cable here. Plug it back in and turn it on. So, no fire yet. Let's see. Just waiting for it to power back up. Let me pull this out right quick. Had it in a little phone holder here. All right, so turn this off and turn this light off. There we go. We got readings from the thermistor, and the heat bed is cool. So now what I'm going to do is just recommend going in and doing an equipment self-test. And we're going to do auto Z offset and auto level. And that's it. All right. So thank you, everybody. And I highly, highly, highly recommend the Flowtech Hotend Upgrade. I have it both on my K1 Max, and now I have it on my Ender 3 V3 KE. And I'm sure they'll probably be coming out with one for the new Creality Ender 3 V3. Basically, the new machine is like a K1, but in a bed slinger form. I'm hearing really good things. I've reached out to Creality to see if they'll let me do a review of it, but we'll see. So thank you for joining me. As you can see, it's very, very easy to install the Flowtech Hotend, and the directions are fantastic. So thank you much.